Welcome everyone to the Relentless Undead. I'm your host Roberts, and today I'm going to be playing some Fallout 76 with my friends. If you'd like to check us out on YouTube and on Twitch, you can under our respective usernames. For myself, it's the Relentless Undead. For Tammy, it is Tamapanda. For Jay, it is Zero Fate, and for Bryant, it is the Captain Jupiter Show. I'm not quite sure when they'll be joining us or if they will be joining us, but that's normally who I play with. So that's what's happening here.
Howdy, howdy.
Hi, hi.
Sorry, got distracted building a new base.
As you do. As I hear Jupiter just...
I just hear him scream like, woo,
Like-
woo, no!
Yeah.
Woo, woo. I'm not even sure what he's playing.
Like Woody Woodpecker. That's what I was
With himself.
Baz. He's a silly person. Unless I guess he's playing with a friend. Some of his coworker peoples.
Howdy, howdy, Mudking.
But I messaged him. Because I was like, I should let him know that we're going to be playing so that way we can
I
deal with that.
think I did it right, but in Discord, I think I added all the ranks needed so that anytime we go live, those messages will go to him on Discord.
Uh-huh.
I think I did it right. I'm not 100% certain.
Probably, you shouldn't have to give him any of a rank.
Well, like, treasure hunter or...
He should have already had those.
Well, for me, yeah, but I think he requested, I think I went through and I tried adding all the ones for you guys.
Well, that's fine.
At least the lowest level stuff.
Yeah, I think he is.
Yeah, because now he's under Tammy. So, no,
It's got that.
Yep.
Yeah. Should be under the proper roles.
Yeah. It's just now he's under you instead of Jay.
Well. For whatever reason, it seems like my roles end up overriding everyone else's.
It's because you can have to put them in order. I literally did that on purpose. You have to put them in order.
Yeah.
So I made yours the most important, and then and then it's Chris's, and then it's Jay's. No, yeah. Then it's Jay's, and then it's Jupiter's, and then it's mine.
Yeah.
So all down the thing, that's exactly how that works.
Wee.
Okay.
Why is the jump?
Just quickly, is there anything? Okay. Yeah, I'll do a couple of these.
Yeah, there's a couple that I can do, so I was like, yeah, I'll do those. Harvest the corn. It's out on me. Ew. It's like I'm playing Lightyear Frontier. Walking around in a big mech.
I think he died.
Sounds like, yeah. Now he's all mopey.
Hmm?
Jupiter. Did you die? Sounds like a ghost killed you.
You're going to die a horrible, horrible death. Oh, wait, sorry. That was our last caller. I'm getting something. You are going to die a horrible, horrible death.
Then maybe you should wait and play when others are playing with you, man. I definitely would play with you later. Like on a different day.
Let's see Rob spawning in.
Tomorrow, the new stuff goes live.
Tomorrow. I got stuff for you. Drop that. You want me to make a team?
Yeah.
Team. Great team. Cash.
Just gotta wait till I'm in the world.
Alright. Let's see if I can do anything at White Spring and anything at Crater.
But you know, Jupiter, if you want to play this with us, you can play this with us if you want to. If you don't, that's fine. As for Phasmophobia, if you wanted to, we could always message. Not this week because. Oh, I know. You know, truthfully, I could message my nephew tomorrow, and we could probably play either tomorrow or on Wednesday with my nephew. I was gonna say we can play with Chris, but no, he's Chris is working Wednesday. So if you want to, I could always message my nephew about him. I guess he doesn't actually own the game.
Awkward.
Yeah, I'll have to figure out.
Nay.
Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me?
What's up?
Radiation Rumble! Was that me going through Bryant's?
Yeah. Yeah. That's why I was like, ah.
I said Radiation Rumble like that. And a few seconds later, I heard it coming from his room.
You got the raids there, Jupiter. Yay. I'm customized.
It's when you
Howda.
radiation.
Hello, Jupiter. Mud
Uranium fever's gone and got me down.
Justin Bieber is my guy. One side of his face is really fucked up.
Beavers?
Yeah. Yeah, the BB, he's down to our standards now. He's like, we could probably pull more chicks than him. Half of his face is all fucked up. He's got like AIDS or something.
Well, we got a turkey amongst us.
Big props to GB, Canada's own. Love the guy, but
Are you
still looking all fucked up.
you gonna be joining us? Or are you just gonna tell everyone how much you just want to suck just to move his dick? Tammy, you're gonna have to kick
It
that
says
person.
the world's full.
That sucks for
I'm
you.
gonna take a pee.
You want me to?
It's what happens when you take too long.
You can wait, Tams.
I try to take as long as I can, but then I can't.
Ooh, it's a were turkey? I'll do a lunchbox. I don't have many, so I'll only do the one.
Doing my pre-creation rumble ritual.
Prenatal. I'm in.
Okay, Tams, kick him.
No.
No, the person that's in the group that's not
Madam
you.
Sphinx.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what you're talking about.
He's in.
Hey, join! Join!
No. There we go.
Yeah, there we go.
Radiation rumble.
Yeah. Yeah, boy.
Sorry, I didn't hear you correctly. Did you say Radiation Rumble?
It cut out a lot, but that's okay.
Okay.
I didn't get any of that.
I tried putting
The
my
fuck?
mic away from me too, so it wouldn't be so
Where the
bad.
fuck, man?
Radiation
Where are
Rumble.
you? Oh.
Rumble, 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 rumble.
Why did you leave team? What the hell?
What?
Oh, there we go. Now you're back.
What's going on here?
We're asking you.
Oh, he went through the wall. He went through the fucking wall. And the green dot thing, he went through the wall.
I think he's having a midlife crisis.
I think he's just having a crisis in general.
His mouth, it was only attached on one side, open.
But no, if you want to, man, I could probably look into something for my nephew to get him the game. Or we could play on like
Man,
Tuesday with
I
him.
would have bought it that day. I thought it was $50. I would have bought it that day. While we were playing for him, I would have gifted it to him. I thought it was like $50.
Vent is starting!
Then I saw it was 25, and I was like, oh,
Get the fuck off the goddamn weapons bench so I can fix my goddamn weapon, you jackass!
I'll gift it to him today.
Okay.
I thought it was like $50. My wiener has got
3, 2,
circumcised when I was a
1.
baby. I had
May or
no
may not be a
choice.
dead person up here. It has nothing to do with me.
Some fucking priest was
I
like,
will have
hey,
to message him after this.
can you
tell him
sharpen my... Yeah.
that he should that we can play tomorrow.
Oh! Tomorrow?
Tomorrow or Wednesday, your choice.
Damn! Tomorrow'd be cool.
Yeah, it'll be probably when Tabby gets home.
Sick.
You know, when it's dark out.
Yeah. When the sun goes down on our side of town.
You know what happens then.
That lonesome feeling comes through my heart, and the whole world turns blue.
And then we have an orgy.
Yep. I take those Mexican penis pills that make me itch on the top of my head, but also have a raging erection for 47.5 hours. Not quite 2 days. But long enough to question my
If you should ever take those pills again?
principles, and if I ever take those again, because I'm not sure I ever will.
But then he
I
does
have
it anyway.
72 more. Ah! There's a bug in there. Bug in there. Oh, he got out! Fuck him! Get him!
Where is he? Is he with us?
I didn't. I think so.
Are you
He's
in?
hanging out with the hazardous guys.
Okay, they're just you're screaming out bugs.
Nope, you guys aren't here. Oh, you guys are here. Where are you? I don't see you.
Are you down here shooting ghouls with us?
Nope, I'm outside.
Why are you outside when you could be in here shooting ghouls with us?
Where?
In Radiation Rumble.
It'd be pretty cool if you did.
Why didn't it? Why am I here? I don't
Why are we in
I
this
don't know how to
box
get
canyon?
where you are. Is it this door here? Emmett Mountain Disposal Site?
Props, jobs.
I don't know, man. I never actually go through the. I just usually fast travel to the actual event.
This is where it took me. I fast traveled to you and it took me here.
Yeah, but you fast travel to me,
No,
not the event.
you should fast travel to the event.
But I don't think I'm friends with. How do you?
When you're on the
I
map,
think it crashed. It crashed. Okay. Cool.
man, you are all levels of.
Fuckery.
I was going into Emmett Mountain and it just crashed.
You the supervisor. Missed.
It's because I want to do something. So since I want to do it, the universe is like, hey, he's trying to do something. Should we? And then it's like, yeah, and it does. So. Yeah. Fuck you. Join with team.
Thanks, Brad.
$12.50 an hour. I should have set the place on fire.
You were getting paid $12.50 an hour.
Yeah, I was a whore in Taiwan. They paid me literally just to sit there and spread my legs and pretend to have a vagina. I was
It's
like,
really
it's hard
difficult.
'cause I don't.
It's really difficult when you spread your legs.
That's what I said. They're like, if they're gonna see you have a penis, they're gonna probably notice that's not a clit. And then they're gonna be like, why has it got a pee hole? I was like, that's the problem. That's because it could be a giant clit, but it's got a pee hole. That's the problem. So they're like, what do I do with that? I'm like, I got toothpicks. And they're like, I don't want to do that. Okay.
Got a floater.
Floating. I knew a guy in Christian school. He was like a Japanese kid. I think he was adopted, but he would always talk about putting toothpicks. Ding. John. It's like, dude, you probably shouldn't do that. He's like, yeah, I just.
Kid got into sounding at the young age.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. I'm like, dude, you might not want to. Okay, I joined Rob. Hopefully it takes me down. Oh,
you
this
literally
literally
removed-
cool. Okay.
You removed yourself from the game.
It doesn't.
Yeah, no, what it just said was you have been removed from team.
Yeah, and all I did was try to join you guys. So, I guess I'm just gonna try to take my raids medication. Live out as long as I can. Magic Johnson's literally had raids for like since the 90s. He's still alive. Nobody questions that. Like, what is going on?
Money. I told you that before.
Is it just medication he
no,
can pay for?
no,
it?
just it's straight out money.
He just pays his aides?
No,
It's like,
yeah,
hey,
no,
aides,
he just rolls in money.
Oh. And his
Yeah.
aides are just like, oh shit, I can't.
Yeah, it's just the age, like, it doesn't
Got
kill
one
you if you
aid.
roll in money. You have to be constantly
He's
rolling
got
in
one
money.
aide, keeping track of his financial status. As soon as he runs out of money, that one aide's gonna call. And it took me back to the surface.
Also,
Says
you're
Tam
no longer...
removed me from the team.
Yo, you removed yourself from the team. Tammy has to remove
It
the other
says
person.
Tams did.
I'm gonna tell you what it told me.
I'm sick.
Yes.
I've got AIDS.
Yes.
You Spanish?
I can't get in the team. It won't let me.
It's because someone's in the team. I just said this. Now you can join.
Try now.
So how do we get to where you guys are? That's the
A
biggest
door,
part
man.
now.
Enter a door. Or you can go to the map, go push up on the D-pad, and join the public event.
Public event.
Okay. I didn't know about that.
I've told you about it multiple times.
Nope. I don't think so.
I've told you about it multiple times, but the fact that you
No.
were trading this information is a different story. I'll give you that. You hearing me may be a different story, but I have video evidence.
Do you remember when
Even
Dick
I know
Cheney
he
was
told you a
hunting with
couple
that
of
guy and he got
times.
shot in the face?
Sorry, what was that, Bryant?
Remember when Dick Cheney got shot in the face with a shotgun?
It wasn't Dick Cheney
And he
that
walked
did
it off?
I thought it was like some
He got
guy.
shot in the face.
I thought Dick Cheney shot a guy.
Sorry. Yep.
Yeah, I
And
thought
he did. Someone shot him in the face.
I thought it was Dick Cheney shooting somebody, not.
Oh. I think I
Brian's like, that makes much more sense.
Nope, we're good.
It was a quote unquote hunting accident.
Yeah, it was a bird. They were hunting birds or something, and he shot the dude in the face. I'd like to know who the guy is. Like, did the guy have like ties to something, or? Hey, Marion Copeland, can you
Evidently
not
he had ties
like?
to
I
Dick
don't care
Cheney.
about your. He's got Dick Chain nipples. Like,
It's
I
almost
recently
like
got both
anytime
my
his
nipples
brain
pierced, but-
glitches, it immediately goes to something sexual.
Yeah, that's usually just. It's a lot, but it's a lot worse when he's just getting off work. He's got a lot of pent up frustration from work, where he has to draw dicks at work.
Man, everywhere. Like fog, dust.
Clay.
Sometimes there's so many clay.
Yeah, you make clay dicks.
Clay Guida.
Well, they're not clay, but you know, it's that putty stuff.
That guy from UFC.
No, you have said that you make little dicks out of like this plaster stuff. That
Oh,
you
sticky
use.
tack.
Yeah.
Sticky tack. Yeah, big time. There's a Lego Steve from Minecraft in the accessory drawer stuck to the wall with sticky
Koshka.
tack. And he has a blue penis from sticky tack also stuck to him. And it's been there for months. And I try to push it down so it's not erect, but it comes right back up again. So I don't know what they've done to it to make it. I suspect Emily Carlton.
Maybe it's spring loaded for her predator.
And that's maybe it's just that. So he's got the sword, and it's still got the blood on it from a baby from this past Halloween when we had little baby figurines getting sacrificed to spiders, and Steve put his sword into a spider with. So it's got blood on that sword and a penis of blue sticky tack, and I don't know what to think about it. I go to work.
Out
I'm
of
not
a lot,
thinking about
though.
it.
I was gonna say, you must think about it a lot.
I
You
try
know
not
that
to,
much
but it's in a
detail.
drawer that I use all the time, and I look, and it's Steve stuck to the wall of the drawer, and he's got an erect penis, and I'm like, Steve, I don't want to, like, aren't you, like, Paul Rudd now? Isn't he Paul Rudd? Oh, no, not Paul Rudd, sorry, Jack Black. Steve's Jack Black
Yeah.
now, so I've seen Jack Black's penis, basically,
And it's
in a
blue?
roundabout way. It's blue, It's always erect, even if you push it down. Towers 08. What's going on, dude?
It's what happens when
What are you looking at, dude? What's going
from
on
when
here?
he did the pick of destiny and he had to do those cock push-ups.
Yeah, it's when you lay down on the ground and let your. Yeah. What movie is that from? Is that Clerks?
I just said
Mm.
it's from the pick of destiny.
Oh, that's right.
Because then he
Yo,
uses that
DA5
ability
CO,
to
what's
push
going
the
on, dude?
button.
Yeah. So do we win? Are we still here?
No. We won, but
What's
we're
going
not
on
there.
here? Oh, okay.
You maybe didn't win, but
I don't know, I was hanging out with some
I
guy.
really can't
Yeah,
tell
DA5CO.
what's happening with you sometimes right now. Like Tammy
I didn't get any notifications or
Tammy's explaining shit to you, and you're just like fucking like rambling like a madman.
what? I don't think so.
The shooting was widely reported to have taken place on Saturday, February 11th, 2006, based on public
Oh,
statement
Columbine.
No, the Dick
Nope.
Cheney thing, you dumb fuck.
Oh yeah.
By statement by Armstrong, owner of the 50,000 acre ranch. However, in her statement to the sheriff, she said
acres.
50,000 acres. Yes.
Damn. They should have like another unit of measure that.
Oh, like 200 kilometers squared.
Oh shit. Yeah. Exactly.
Or, like hectares?
Oh. Freaking America.
Anyway. I'll wait till he's done running away. Because I was literally telling him about this.
Wait, spring small. It spring small. Guess I should add El Joop Joop in here. So
I wasn't
aggressive.
big until I saw Tom Cruise and Rock of Destiny. Rock of Ages. Is this a cat? Is this a kitty? Hi, kitty.
Better.
Kitty.
Anyway,
Big green bum. Kitty with a big green bum.
I will murder this cat of yours in a second.
It's actually a turtle. Two little turtles. Two sweet little turtles with green bums. Hi. I taught them tricks. Fetch. Fetch.
That's so fetch.
So anyway,
Fetch!
however, to a statement to the sheriff's department, Armstrong stated that the shooting happened on the 12th. Shortly after the incident, accidents do and will happen. And that's what happened on Friday, the February the 10th. Holy shit, people!
Damn.
So no one knows what day happened.
Oh,
So it could have been a Saturday, could have been a Friday.
Friday, Saturday, or Sunday.
Jesus.
Are you in the same world as me or no?
Okay, so I have to make ballistic
Seems
ammo.
wild that can happen.
Build defenses. Okay. So,
Some special turrets.
defenses.
Next to White Spring. Oh, how convenient.
So,
Yeah.
time of the
Have
shooting.
opinion.
Mary stated to the press
Yep.
that somebody had talked to the ranch hand. Neither the sheriff's report nor witness statements identify who the first reporter was. The Secret Service said that they had given notice to the sheriff about an hour after the shooting. The sheriff states he first heard of the shooting at 5:30 p.m. from somebody, a captain. Okay, so blah blah blah. It's a lot of like basically the concept apparently by the reading of this so far as like it happened and it looks like people were going to cover it up, and then people are like, no, we should probably report this. At least that's what I'm getting from it like at first.
Load.
Ooh.
I'm going to read the rest of it here in a second. I'm just trying to...
Their conscience came into effect.
Cheney had a... Okay, what? Okay, so Cheney had a televised interview about the shooting on February 15th. On February 22nd, the sheriff released a statement from Armstrong and some other people. Cheney's statement and those of all 6 other hunting party members state that Cheney and 2 others had shot at a grouping of birds. One of them was searching for a downed bird. The other 2 and a guide walked towards another convoy about 100 yards away. They, Whittington approached. This is the one that was looking for the birds. He approached within 30 to 40 yards of the shooters, at which point a single bird flew up around behind Cheney in the direction of him. Cheney shot at the bird and hit him.
Damn. Bird just happened to be right there.
Sounds like
the
a trigger discipline.
Not really. The way that it's worded, it's not poor trigger discipline. It's
Well, it's with proper trigger discipline, you don't shoot anywhere near other people.
That's not trigger discipline. That's spatial around trigger discipline is that you don't have your finger on the trigger. But the concept is that he also didn't know the person was there. So it's kind of hard to not know. It's about penetration and knowing what's behind your target. Because the concept still is that he didn't even know the guy was there. Even after he fired the shot, from what it sounds like. I'll read more of the thing. Because as far as he knew, everyone was supposed to be somewhere else. Because at least what everyone's claiming. At which point, Cheney shot the bird and hit the guy. The ranch hand claimed that all the hunting party were wearing orange safety vests, and none had been drinking. At lunch they drank beer. None had been drinking, but they drank beer, which is slightly contradictory to her later statement.
Like, wait.
But remember, not everyone in the party was shooting. Cheney has acknowledged that he had 1 beer 4 or 5 hours prior to shooting. Armstrong said that she never saw Cheney or the shot T W. Ton drink until later at the house, where Cheney had a few cocktails. Armstrong did not actually see the incident happen, believing that the reason Cheney's security detail was running was that Cheney had heart problems. But Cheney described her as an eyewitness in the interview. Agents, the secret agents and medical aides were all traveling with them, came to assist and treat his birdshot wounds. to his right cheek, neck, and chest. The ambulance standing nearby for the vice president took Whittington to close. They threw him to a
Wow.
hospital.
It's like, all right, man. Got shot in the face, little shotty. Got you.
Yeah, it was definitely bird shot that hit him.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, it's one of those things where it's like I understand how people can like, oh well, blah blah blah, but at the exact same time, it's one of those things where when you're shooting a gun like that, if you didn't see the person, that's how I like,
Yeah.
No, like I said, I believe it's poor trigger discipline.
It's not the word for
As
it,
in
man.
you're supposed to. If you say so, I don't care. I don't care. But I can also see how it was just straight up an accident.
Because argumentatively, you're going with your thing. If you're in a home defense and your gun, you shoot someone, and you miss that person and hit their wall.
Weren't you the one that was arguing with me about hacker and cracker?
What?
Hacker?
Where hacking is sitting and doing programming as per me being in this industry and having training, and cracking is the art of breaking through firewalls and everything else. Yes, but you're saying no, it's now hacker. Well, guess what? I call it poor trigger discipline. I call it trigger discipline. I'm not in the industry, but that's what I call it, and that's what everybody I know of has called it.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure it's not.
You don't want it to be there?
I was just, but I'm trying to talk to you about something. I'm trying to discuss this with you, Jay. The reason I'm saying it is because I'm pretty sure the concept is that if you shot your gun off at your house trying to stop a burglar, for example, and you miss the burglar and you hit your wall, and it goes through your wall and hits your neighbor, it's not poor trigger discipline. It's not what they call it, because the concept you are still meaning to shoot your gun. That's what the poor trigger discipline is, the fact you didn't mean to shoot your gun. It's poor spatial awareness, because the concept that you have to pay attention to what's behind your target. That's what I'm trying to get to. Because you wouldn't say that. Would you say the same thing if someone the home invader part? Would you say it was poor trigger discipline?
At that point, it's poor aim.
Then that's what it would be classified in this case too. Because he was still aiming for the birds. That was what he was aiming for.
The problem, the reason why it's poor trigger discipline is because the difference between your scenario and the scenario that happened is when they were out hunting, they knew there are other people around. And as such, you need to watch your fire and be shooting above head height. Or you need to be making sure that your line of fire is clear. They didn't. Because they didn't, it is poor trigger discipline, because you're not supposed to have your finger near the trigger unless you're sure your shot is clear.
And he was sure his shot was clear. He was wrong, but he was sure his shot was clear.
Which is poor trigger discipline because he wasn't paying attention.
Again, I'm pretty sure that's whatever.
Not high enough perception. Skill.
I feel like Bryant knows this guy.
He's my uncle. Who will buy my whapper? Where's the legendary? Oh, right there. Yeah.
According to the internet, just for the record, Jay, according to the internet,
Yep.
poor trigger discipline means having your finger on the trigger before you're ready to fire, ready to shoot. Having your finger anywhere near the trigger before you're ready to actually fire. Having it on the guard, it's supposed to be where it's supposed to be, outside of the trigger area.
That round thing.
Keeping your finger parallel with the barrel until you're ready to fire. And then the only one that afterwards at the end is never point the gun at anything you don't intend to destroy. But the problem is that, again, it is the not being spatially aware. That's the word I was looking for earlier. It's more of the concept than the trigger discipline.
This is such a weird mini quest.
Hmm.
Camera. Oh, good, I have film.
Squall 777.
So I can see what you're trying to say with the last bit there, but the idea I was going with is the concept that, again, he had all intention to kill the items. He just didn't see his friend. And mattering on what kind of grass they're in, you would never see anyone. Even if you wanted to, you couldn't see the person. That's why they're supposed to wear the colors they're supposed to wear. But sometimes you just can't see a motherfucker. Why can't I loot these animals? What happened to my ability to loot?
Oh, that
I thought you were in a
NPC.
mall.
I'm in a mall.
What the fuck? I can't loot. Okay, I can't loot these animals.
That NPC was like what you see, take a picture, it'll last longer. I'm like, that's
The fuck?
exactly what I'm doing. I'm taking a picture.
Yeah, it's kind of my job, dude.
Weird. I couldn't loot the other dogs. I could actually go find a different dog. The two that I was staring at, I couldn't loot.
What did you grab? Mud?
Mud crabs. Mm-hmm.
It's a good thing I had film.
Film. It's like a thin film.
Where photos get.
Cases. Oh, a photo film?
It was photo
Photo.
film.
It's not like a membrane.
Reach the mayor's office. Is that the mayor for a day? Is that what that one is? Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that would be mayor for a day.
Side quest or side note. I don't remember ever having the hacker cracker thing with you. I don't even know what the fuck the difference would be. I just quickly looked it up, and apparently crackers are malicious.
Oh, Jesus.
That's pretty much the short end of the stick. Hackers, they both do the same kind of concept.
Stay away from those guys.
But they
don't.
According to the internet. According to the internet,
Internet's
hackers
wrong,
use
because
their
according
skills
to the
for
instructors I had in university,
Hacker
who are
cracker?
actually part of the field.
Okay.
Hackers are people who sit down and create programs without a plan. It has nothing to do with security at all. Crackers are those that go through and break security, like cracking a safe.
hackers use their skills to help
'Cause I think a white
optimize
dude might be
and
cracker.
individuals secure their networks and systems. Hackers professionalize who are use legal tools to identify and fix vulnerabilities in a system. They may also be hired to perform penetration tests for a company. That's what the internet says. The internet then goes to the concept that crackers are the ones that do the same kind of concept,
White
except with malicious intent. That's what the internet says. With you, wouldn't that be programmers? If they're just
So what's
making
a cracker?
a cracker is basically, according to the internet, again using this as a thing,
It's not like a.
it is a person who
Caucasian.
basically does hacking, except for again, wait, what the internet says, but with a malicious intent.
Oh, it's a guy behind you with an axe. What the fuck?
And what are you saying that the people that you talked to said?
Cracker would be a white guy, I thought.
A hacker is someone who sits down and builds a program without a plan.
I do.
That is hacking.
What's the program do?
It doesn't matter what the program does.
Then how's that
It's
hacking?
it's a simple factor is they sit down and they do it without a plan.
It's probably taxes or
That, I don't
anti-crime.
know. That just seems like a programmer to me.
White guy. Yeah, some guy that just.
And Brian, you're really not helping with this. Like,
Sorry.
I'm actually trying to have a conversation and just actually like legitimately try to figure out what his point of view is and stuff like that. And then you're just going on these fucking weird tangents.
It's like an anchor.
A programmer does
Mm-hmm.
build programs. You're correct in that.
Okay.
Do you know what the first step of a programmer building a program is?
Having a goal, or what the program's supposed
Sit-
to do.
Always heal anybody.
Yeah,
in need.
and then they sit down and they plan what it's going to do and how it's going to do it. And then by the time
Okay,
they
then
actually
coder.
go to,
There's also
by the
coders.
time they,
But yeah,
by the time they actually go to start typing everything in, the program is already built. It's just on paper.
but there's also coders. Then using that as example, or another terminology, a coder.
I don't know. When I hear hackers and crackers, I think crackers are
White.
people who crack into safes. But that's just because
Yes.
I go from more of like
Yeah, that's your
That side of
terminology from the lockpicking aspect of things.
yeah.
Mhm.
That's actually where the term cracker came from. Is because when for
Bryant, you gotta
the
please stop, man.
programming side of things
Okay. Sorry.
is people got called crackers because they were trying to crack through the security like they would on a safe.
But the concept is that
That's where the terminology came from.
but according to the internet, it's the hackers would be the concept of like hackers are the ones that would do the same thing as crackers, except they just don't do it maliciously. They're trying to hack into something like an axe.
Yes.
Where I think the concept is that it really makes no sense for to make a program to be called a hacker, because what are you hacking? A coder. I can understand a coder.
Yeah.
Like if you're not wanting to go programmer, because programming means that you actually have to like have a plan. That's fine.
Yeah.
But wouldn't you just be a coder then?
Terminology.
Because then you would just be making code.
I'm not the one that came up with the lingo, but it was my instructors at university that.
But some people
At
could be wrong there
college, that
too.
was one
You have to
thing.
keep in mind. Like I'm not saying that they're right. I'm not saying they're wrong.
They're the ones that
But-
were in the industry and actually doing the work. And
Yes, but they can call themselves whatever they want to call
when
themselves.
it comes to the, yeah, and you're
But-
saying the internet.
No,
wrong.
no. I'm trying to
The
say.
internet can be wrong just as
I'm
easily.
not arguing that. I'm saying. I'm just saying as a concept is that if back in the 90s / 80s, the word hacker was so cool. Like I would love to be called like I remember like so many people wanting to be called hackers. So like
Cracker.
Yay.
Guys. Sorry, guys.
I was gonna say, what the hell? Where did you go? You're not even in our team anymore.
What?
Yeah, that's why I'm confused.
What the fuck is going on?
Okay, so that is done. That is done.
There's a mutated event.
9 in the sand. 9 in the sand.
Just disconnects me when I try to join you guys. What the frick?
Eh.
Oh,
And the other thing is, if I'm not saying that the internet's right, just using this as the thing, is that usually when I actually look at the internet, usually I look at multiple sources. I know a lot of the sources are saying the same thing. That's where usually the difference is that, but
Tomato, tomato.
I just don't
like Urban
like,
Dictionary could say one thing, but
I just don't get how making a program from scratch without any intention on how the program is supposed to work, function, or anything like that is called hacking versus coding. That's one of the ones that would confuse me.
Eh.
Does that at least make sense there, Jay?
Are you being confused on that? Yeah.
Okay, thanks, Jay.
Well, let me
I'm
join
really trying to fucking level with you, man. Like, I'm really trying to actually have a discussion with you and not be a dick here.
Aww.
Oh. And it's starting. Somebody started it.
My...
Won't let me. Hate.
Am I shooting a wall? I think I was shooting a wall.
Can you explain to me, Jay?
Hold on. I've got a lot of fire going on around my ears. So let me at least get a little bit away from it. So what's going on?
Can you explain to me why you would think that it was called hacking?
When
Besides
you're
the fact
hacking
that-
down a tree, you're not necessarily paying attention to any sort of plan.
Yeah, you are. Oh, no. You are. 100% you have a plan. As Tammy's father who falls down trees, he has to have a plan, because if he doesn't, the tree will kill him.
Oh, I'm talking general people.
Then you're an idiot.
I'm not talking that there's not idiots out there.
Because if you're cutting down a tree, you have to have a plan, or the tree will kill you. 100% the tree will kill you. This is a PSA for every motherfucker out there right now.
Yep.
Do not cut down a tree without a
Get
fucking plan.
squished.
The tree
Get
can fucking
squished.
kill you. It can land on your house
Yep.
and break it. It can fucking do so many fucking things. Do
Kill your
not cut down the...
neighbors.
fucking kill you. Do
Yeah,
not.
Totally get
Do
squished.
not
Completely squished.
cut down a tree without a fucking plan. If you don't know how the
Yep.
fuck to cut down a tree, hire someone to do it that knows what the fuck they're doing. And make sure you have insurance in case the thing falls on something.
Because it
Yes.
happens all the time. Way more than you'd think. It's just not in the news.
So, moving on.
I recognize that person.
You recognize the...
I've completely lost my train of thought at this point.
Okay,
Isn't that-
sorry.
Who's this?
It's me.
Going back, you were saying, I was trying to see, how is it classified as hacking? How would you associate hacking with the term of without a plan?
I don't have the origin of that particular terminology being used.
No.
I've always equated it as when you're trying to go through a jungle, you're trying to go from point A to point B. And you're just hacking through the underbrush. You're not doing it any specific way for any specific layout, you're just creating a path. You could be winding left, right, center, every which way. But you're still going from point A to point B.
Okay.
Yeah.
With a plan, you're going from point A to point B, and you're using the shortest possible route. Without the plan, is you're still going from point A to point B, but you're winding around all over the fucking place, taking 3 to 5 times as long.
Okay. I can see that. Going with the underbrush thing, I can see the, hacking through the forest thing. I can get that.
Sometimes.
Though you still have, again, going back to that, you still have a point A, point B. Which I think is what confused me about one of the things, but I think I get it. Is that you have a point A and a point B in the programming. You just don't have a what's in the middle.
Yeah. Whereas
But
for a normal
Point A to
programmer,
C.
they've got if you're going from point A to point Z for normal programming, you have all the alphabet lined up in between it, all set up.
I don't know. I
Preferably in order.
Yeah.
see. Okay, now here's another good question because I'm confused. Just because again, this is your wording. I'm just trying to figure this out. I'm not trying to call you wrong. I'm just having discussion.
Yeah.
If there's a code that someone makes and then it's broken and you don't know where it's broken, is it still a programmer's job to fix it?
Yep.
But he doesn't know what he's fixing.
That's why code is supposed to be commented.
Oh,
And
Sorry.
what it is you isolate a specific section of the program where you suspect the issue is coming from. You step through the program step by step in order to properly fully identify where the issue is coming from. You take, if you can,
Jesus.
you take a known
Big bada boom.
data set that causes whatever issue you're trying to fix,
using
and you load that data set,
Whoa.
and you're just slowly stepping through the program, step by step, line by line, and watching what it's doing.
Who's the turkey guy?
I don't know. They were at the
But
Radiation
couldn't-
Rumble.
Anyone do that theoretically? Like using it the concept of like your word earlier about hacker. Couldn't a hacker do the exact same thing?
Turkey guy.
Yeah.
Then wouldn't they just be coders?
Santa.
Like in general terms.
At that point in time, yeah, no. The difference between a hacker and a coder is a coder can be doing the repairs and everything else like this. Yes. They can also make programs. Yes. A hacker is just making the program
Santa.
without a plan.
I think
You
a
don't sit
code.
down. You don't have any plan. You're just working on shit at random.
I think a coder could be doing the exact same thing.
This guy.
A coder at least will have planners working off of a schematic.
Are you sure though?
Like
Because
if I that's what it meant when I was in university. Keep in mind that I'm talking about shit that is at this point in time at least 16 years ago.
yeah, but I'm just because to me a coder is just the general term.
12, 16 years.
It is a person who fucks with code. It doesn't have to be a plan. It doesn't have to be anything. A coder is just someone who understands the code and can fuck with code. Is that would be my general basis about it behind a coder would be.
What a coder was. At least again, prefacing this is when
Yep.
I was in school.
Okay.
Because we did a project.
Mhm.
A coder is an individual who is, here's a document. This is what this specific page is supposed to do. Here's all the functions that are in it. Here's all the code that needs to be put into the website, built the page or that section of the program. And all that person is doing is reading from the piece of paper and typing it in.
I think that's. I think going back to what you were saying, that sounds like the concept. I could be wrong. Again, I'm not knowing enough about it. Just what I've learned, what words make sense to me. Because that's the other thing is with me. It's words when they are used. If they don't make sense to me, it doesn't make sense to me. So that's why I usually go deeper into this. So the concept of the coder, in my thought process, when you're talking about it, if you want to go with a programmer, has to have a actual like program. Like he has to know what he's doing. He has everything planned. He's theoretically a coder, but a coder is not a programmer. If that makes sense.
Yeah, the difference between a coder and a programmer is the programmer is the one that's designing the code.
Yep.
He's the one that's creating that first document.
Shut up, Bryant. Like if you fucking know.
Sorry.
Because once that first document is created, it can be handed off to coders who have no idea about the interactions or anything else like this. They can just type. That's all that's needed at that point is just be able to type. Whereas a programmer is somebody who is figuring out, okay, I need to do this. I have this goal, like say checking a password
Yeah.
to compare it to a stored password and making sure that the password meets all the criteria. A coder looks at that and goes, A programmer looks at that and goes, okay, I need to check upper and lowercase.
Yep.
see,
Algorithms.
Okay, I need to do this sort of sequence in order to check for upper and lowercase. I need to do this sequence to check for special characters. I need to do this sequence to compare the overall line versus what we've got stored, so on and so forth. They plan it out.
But you see, I was going to say it's like a coder to me, just because, again, going with the wording, going with what I know, going stuff like that, is that a coder to me is someone who literally takes can just make the code. So, like, it doesn't matter that, it doesn't matter, like, they know what it does because they can just make the code. Like, they make the code. Because that's what the concept is. You're reading the code. They're the ones that code it. It also goes to the concept that they can decipher it because the concept that going with coding as a military term is someone who deciphers codes.
No, those are code breakers.
They also have to know how to make the code
Road boy,
when
code
they
breaker.
put the code out there. Breaking it's another form of it. I'm not arguing that that's code breaker is the one that goes and takes the code from someone else.
Code breaker.
And shut the oh my god. It is so fucking hard having a fucking conversation with you fucking every once in a while chiming in with fucking shit that's irrelevant to the fucking thing, making it 7 times fucking harder to actually have this conversation. Fuck.
It's nonsense.
It's something. Yes, Mud King, that is a very apt description, even though that was, 9 minutes ago. But
Too
it's
much
fine, dog.
food dye. All the food I ate as a kid.
Well, everything's on
died.
fire.
Literally everything I ate had food dye, and I just something happened.
Where am I going?
Okay, so Rob, how about we pop over into private 2? We can have our discussion.
No, it's fine. I'm already so fucking done with it now because of Bryant's shit that I'm done with it. I don't know if the terminology has changed. I'm just gonna say this real fast. I don't know if the terminology has changed, or if you're right, or if I'm wrong, or if the internet's right and you're wrong. It doesn't really matter. The whole point of it was not to actually say who was right and who was wrong. It was more of the concept of having an actual discussion while we played the game about the terminologies so that we can both better understand things. That was all. Like the concept of... Or I was calling it, when you brought it up, I just looked it up real quickly, and that's where I got was the fact that, everywhere it says that a hacker is a good person who tests security things, and
unfortunately, that's because of the media.
Is a bad person that does it. Maybe the terminologies has changed over the years. Maybe the people that you used to talk to just like the fucking to be called hackers because it's fucking cool. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. Being a hacker that's fine.
The individuals that I was discussing with, just so you know roughly who they were the professors who were active in the industry.
Yes. Well, I'm going to say back in the 80s and 90s, to be classified as a hacker is cool.
Mm-hmm. Depends entirely on what side of the fence you're on. The media turned around and fucked that up for a while.
Correct, but that's where I think that's where they're
the ones that use the password cracking in Fallout games as their, oh god, this is how hackers do it supposedly, and it's like, goddamn terminology.
But what I'm trying to say is the fact that like using that's why I think that hacker maybe that's why nowadays things are turning around where hackers are classified as good people or crackers are classified as the bad ones to try to get a little bit more of that power back.
Thieves, yeah.
Yeah.
Cracking
codes to steal money.
But nonetheless, the whole point is the fact that like you had said that
Jesus.
You had that we had discussion, we never did. And then when you start bringing it up, maybe we did have this discussion, I just don't remember it because it never really bothered me that much. And maybe it bothered you more. And so, like I said, I was just going to go over it, just look into the things a little bit more. And like I said, I really, if I'm wrong, I'm totally fine with that. If you're wrong, I'm totally fine with that. It doesn't really fucking matter to me. It was just more the concept that when talked about it, the words sounded, the hacker thing sounds a lot better when you're trying to hack into, like, cut into something. Versus the doing it without a plan, which sound more better for coding for me. But I'm also just a guy who, when I heard a word, likes words that for the thing that they're being said for. Like when you're saying that you're Oh, I can't remember the word. I'm trying to think of a word that actually works really well for this description, and I can't think of one. Like flying versus floating. There's a difference.
Yeah, one's under power.
Kind of happenstantial and one's under the
Or
power
rather,
of
one is under
the user.
directed control.
No. Wait, what? What? Now I'm confused. No, because theoretically floating only means that you can direction. You're talking about directional control.
Directed
Requires
control.
effort.
I can theoretically float with my power.
Yeah, floating,
Gravity goes
you're
away.
also affected by stuff like the wind.
Oh, true.
Featherfall versus flight.
X.
Whereas under directed control, it's you're able to control the direction, speeds, all this sort of stuff.
No, hold on. That's a good question now. If you were floating, could you have a floating that only keeps you above ground, just like a certain amount, and you're not moved by anything else?
Yeah, there is. It's called levitation.
Which is theoretically floating.
Using D&D spells. You got the feather falling, which is floating, because you're affected by wind. You've got levitation, which just lifts you up and holds you there. You're not affected by wind. And then you have flight, which is directed control, where you can fly.
Levitation, you can move up and down. On
Floating,
your
you can do
will.
the same.
You can't move directionally. Just
Theoretically, hold on. Levitation and floating are pretty much the same thing. I can understand. The concept difference is the fact that levitation versus floating is that floating you are still affected by wind. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. But theoretically, levitation and floating are the same thing. It can be the same thing, modified by that one variable.
magic.
The issue
Because
is that
theoretically-
D&D does not have a does not have a
fuck
spell
D&D.
float.
Fuck D&D.
No.
I'm just saying, like, because theoretically floating,
It does
levitation.
Wear a condom.
'Cause I've always viewed the difference between floating and flying is the difference between just floating in the water, where any of the
like
currents, the anything like that is affecting you, versus swimming, where you're able to direct your control and go where you want.
No, I'm not arguing that. I'm not arguing that.
Floating, you don't really have target or directional control, or flying, you do.
And actually, theoretically, flying, you're still affected by the wind. You could can actually still. The only difference is that you can counter it.
That's why I said
Storm.
directed control.
Okay, fair.
Because that way it may not be you.
Pemmican.
You may not be in control, and you may not be able to direct what's going on, but something is directed control in something intelligent, not just environmental.
But the other question is the fact that theoretically, with levitation versus floating, we're going back to that now because this is the difference. Levitation, floating, I can still levitation, I levitate above the ground 5 feet. Floating, I float above the ground 5 feet. There's levitation and floating, I think, are really fucking similar. Because even I think levitation, you can still be affected by the someone
They're
pushing you.
bedfellows.
No, levitation. From admittedly, I'll preface this right frickin' now. I am going by memory, not looking anything up. I'm just going by straight memory that I remember at
Levitating?
the point. For levitation, as far as the spell in D&D goes, which is where my brain goes whenever you mention levitation, is it picks you up and brings you up to the set point. That's it. You cannot move forward, backward, side to side. You can't move
That's fine.
like that.
That's fine. I was saying,
It's you go up and you go down. That's it.
but what I'm trying to say is the fact that, again, ignoring D&D, there's two things with that.
The reason why I bring that D&D up is because when somebody says levitation, that's what comes to my mind.
Temps,
That
you
is
want-
the archetype in my mind.
That's fine. But I'm thinking different types of levitation in general. You want to do the event temps if you can.
Disappeared.
But no, going back to levitation versus floating, because again, there's
Leviosa.
the things with levitation. It's just you have to be above ground. So, for example, if you even though then would that even work?
Yeah, because
There's
No,
You can still levitate and fly in
Underground.
Underground.
No. What I was meaning by that was the fact of
You need to have headspace.
if you jumped off a building. Because again, levitation is a
Stop yourself
bitch.
from hitting the ground.
Levitation. Now I'm good because even flotation. I think levitation and floating are the same thing. But anyway, moving on to the reason for it is, I think it's just different words meaning the same thing. Because the fact that I think
A lot of
levitation
inertia.
could be, because I can even argue that I can with floating. Why couldn't I control my movement like flying, but only I have to be above ground. Like using what I'm trying to say is like, if ground is there, I have to be floating 5 feet above ground at all times, or an inch above ground at all times. So if I jump off a building, I would then fall because I wouldn't be above the ground. Where I think that's the difference between the major things. Because I can swear, like, because I know a couple of heroes who their classification is that they have levitation powers. They can levitate, but they can still fly around with levitation. But then you also still have, and Bryant, you really need to fucking stop going every single time. Like you're understanding
Sorry,
this.
Just agreeing.
But
do
do
agree.
you actually understand?
I agree.
Well, you're understanding everything. You're just going every single time.
I apologize.
Like if fine that if you actually really are, but you just everything. Like no matter what person says, you're like
I apologize. With what's going on right now, I do.
Somebody's trying to get my attention.
That's fine. Man,
I'm at the event.
I am too. I'm really now trying to think of that. That's actually a really fucking weird one because, at first I was going with levitation and flying. Let's just ignore that. But now circling back on it, I swear I've seen characters that have used levitation.
Look up Invincible. That's a good
It's a good
example.
movie.
I think the thing is that levitation has to have an actual
Direction.
no, not direction. Like, there's something there. You're levitating off something, even if
Not
it's
just floating randomly.
well, no, you're still floating.
There needs to be something underneath you that's close.
Yeah. Which I think floating's the same
Some-
concept. Floating and
So
levitation are
there's
the
nothing
same.
there. Like levitating is nothing.
Well, no,
has to
levitating.
be-
No, you have to have something like because the levitation I've
Yeah.
seen, levitation they float off of like a disc, or they float off of like the air. Like they actually float
Sorry.
or levitate off the air. I think after me and Tammy and Brian just talked about for a few seconds, I'm just gonna say this. I think levitation and floating are the same thing, and that the difference is that you can actually levitate and still fly. But the difference between flying and levitating / floating is that you have to have something that you're levitating off of / floating off of. Where flying, it's unrestricted. You can just fly. There is no need for
Flying's internal, levitation's external. It has to be acting.
Yes,
Flight
yes.
doesn't need to have to act on anything. Levitation
What the
has
fuck?
to act on something.
Which same with floating. Floating has to act
That
on
guy using
something.
a chainsaw too?
So I think that's
I was thinking about this, and I was thinking Magneto. Magneto can technically fly, but it's because he's levitating his suit.
yes,
His
correct,
magnetic forces.
correct. Okay, we just solved it. Woo!
Whereas
Mystery
someone like,
Yeah.
say, Jean
Sup-
Grey, she flies.
No,
Man,
she levitates. With
She
Yeah, no,
levitates
you're right,
via her.
you're
Yeah,
right.
she
It's,
controls her identity.
What was I thinking about? It was
Well, you're-
Rogue. At least the cartoon Rogue, because she had the
yes,
flexibility.
no, you're right. Rogue does, which is funny
She
because theoretically,
flies.
yes, theoretically, Storm levitates.
You won't.
She uses the wind to catch. That's why her BB costume had those giant flaps, is because they were acting as parachutes,
Yep.
which is how she was using to fly.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah.
She was using it, but it was, theoretically that's levitation or flight. Yeah.
Like wind
No,
assist.
that is a form of levitation.
Yep.
Or technically, if you want, that's a form of floating. Because
Yes.
that could be the
Which-
difference between floating and
No,
levitation.
I think the concept is levitation and floating are the same thing.
You're acting the forces on that specific object. Floating is you're using other forces to act on another object to lift it up.
Aurora. So
You lift
hot.
me up where you belong.
Because using Storm as an example,
Oh,
for her wing flaps, I guess you want to call them, or anything like this,
yeah.
she's using her ability to force the wind which
Sounds
is then
so
hitting those and lifting her up.
The Queen of Africa sounds so undignified. The wings.
It's just the wing flaps. What would you rather, the air flaps or like the flappies or the arm flappies? Like,
We
I'm
will
sorry,
not
one of
regard
those
flaps
you know,
in any
because
way.
she's gonna turn around and go, "Are you calling me fat or old?"
To be fair, though,
not
Sorry,
regard
that's
the
not
flaps.
something I want to call, even remotely call her.
to be fair, though,
Oh, man.
Storm doesn't actually
Whether or
need
not-
those wind flaps.
Flaps.
She actually can force the wind to push her without them.
Yeah,
it's probably
just,
easier.
She's using hurricane force levels.
Yeah. Or even just changing the
Stray
or,
away from flaps.
or I was gonna say, or she's changing the density of the wind versus the wind area by creating an updraft.
Yeah, she could change like humidity levels. Like... Yeah, she could.
Yeah, no,
make things...
theoretically,
the frick?
Two legendaries on the lower end.
Lunch.
Ready.
that is an interesting concept that we just figured out.
Ah!
See, this is what I was wondering with the other parts, which is to have a discussion where at the end we either agree to disagree or, learn something. And we just learned something. I love this. I love this one. This one
Yeah.
I love.
Best case scenario.
And
That we've now learned that the
Flaps.
All came
Yeah,
to the
and then
same
there's also
conclusion.
flaps.
And then flaps.
The wind flaps. Gotta keep those wind flaps.
Aurora, I want your flaps. I love them.
all I can think of is just someone.
Strike boy.
That's just like, I don't even know if she can survive.
That sounded wrong. That sounds like you have a death wish.
Yeah, saying that to her face. Like all I can think of.
Electricity.
All I can think of is pretty much if somebody mentioned that when Storm was around,
They
even
get
in the middle of a
fucked
fight,
up.
I could just literally see everybody pausing, looking over at the soon-to-be dead man and going,
Yeah, Cyclops would be
and
like,
just
dude,
shaking
you
their
fucked
head.
up, dude.
So I have a question for you guys
Be like, bro.
dealing with X-Men.
Oh, who the hell's this guy?
I have a question for you guys dealing with X-Men. Okay, so I have the original X-Men cartoon. You have to choose the. You have to.
Powerful. I'm dead.
Okay, Brian's dead. You have to put them in order.
I got
Of the girls. Which girl do you put first?
Rogue all day.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah, I got to admit, I liked.
she's hot.
Yeah, she is,
Oh.
dude. I'm on your side. Just bear with me here.
But she's so
The time I
strong.
was watching it and everything else like this, I liked Jubilee more.
Well,
It was Jubilee, Rogue, Jean Grey,
Jubilees.
Storm.
Oh man, mine's totally Rogue, then Storm, then
Jean?
I don't.
A little on the bony
was-
side.
I was not a fan of Jean. She was just so glass cannony and it
Oh,
sucked.
killed again. But I'm still alive.
Mystique was my number one though.
Around to save me.
Where are you? Where are you?
I'm
Mystique
up
is
in
still
the
my.
shack. There's this overlord
Brian's just
guard
gonna look
dog
at
in my
his
ass, though. I thought he was gonna be my friend. He was being cool. I was hanging out. He started shooting me out of nowhere.
Oh fucking! That's
Well,
just
yeah,
the
of course.
most.
He wanted to inject you with his hot, sweet
Oh,
love.
thank you. Oh, yeah. He's here. Oh, yeah. He got his ass, damn. Yeah, he was. Being cool for
Storm
a
was
second.
my
Yeah.
Storm was my number one.
Yeah, Storm. Yeah, Storm was always big for me too.
I've always been Mystique. Mystique when I'm.
Oh,
Oh.
yep. Mystique was up there.
Mystique,
Yeah, she's
even the
hot.
one comic that I actually read, I was more jealous of Wolverine than I've ever been
Did
in
you
my
get
entire
with
life.
her at all?
Yeah, in the one comic, he's
I can be
it's the House of M comics. Wolverine wakes up.
God, that entire arc was
Whoa,
weird.
tricky guy.
Wolverine wakes up
tricky
from the House of M storyline, and he remembers everything because Scarlet Witch gave them all exactly what they wanted.
Why do you have so much radiation?
Because when this thing
Oh
broke,
shit!
he got
No,
radiation.
call.
Him.
Yeah, because when this
I
thing
didn't
broke,
really even realize
it gave us all radiation. The problem is that we're all in
Yeah.
power armor.
Radiation.
Rigged up.
We're all in power armor, so it's not as bad. He's not in power armor, so he soaked up like a little bitch.
Yeah, I
Anyway,
took it all in.
so he wakes up and, like I said,
There you go.
he sees Jean Grey
I
in
didn't
front of him.
realize he said that.
He sees Jean Grey in front of him, and he's like, "What the fuck? Like, what is Jean Grey like? You know, like he's like, wait, that's not Jean Grey." And he pulls out his
that's fine.
his claws and goes to get mad at her, at Mystique. And she's like, "Wait, what's wrong? You're not into redheads right now? I can be whatever you want. You want me to be a blonde, a brunette? What do you want?" And basically, that was you find out through the interaction that the two of them had been together in this House of M scenario.
It was
mean-
a while. They were working together. They were
but I
acquainted.
mean-
They were tagged.
No,
Why
in
wouldn't
the
they?
alternate
They both
reality-
can live forever.
Yeah, in the alternate
They were
reality,
fucking all the ex-boys.
they had been together, and basically she
Jeez.
just would switch who she was.
Yeah. Like,
For him.
"Beast, what are you into?"
Oh no! Again, in the House of M thing, it was just Wolverine, and it was like
I get
basically.
fucked up again? Oh yeah.
But yeah, what's confusing about the House of M thing, there, Jay?
I think it's because when I was watching the series and everything else like this, I got
Oh,
it.
House of M.
Never managed to see. I never managed to see it in order.
That's right. Different House of M as well.
Yeah, context really is.
Again,
Okay,
also
then that would probably
Maybe not
that would
that
probably also help because yeah.
the House of M. We talked about.
To preference things, I have
They
never
jump from
read the comics.
timeline.
Yeah, this is a comic one.
I've read very, very, very few comics.
In the
Yeah,
comics,
they do a lot of timeline jumping.
in the comics, what it is that Magneto finally realizes that he cannot keep his daughter safe. Like, there's no way for him to keep her safe. His daughter being Scarlet Witch. So he needs to kill her. She's just too much of a threat to herself, too much of a threat to everybody. He's just going to have to kill her. But he can't do it alone because it doesn't feel right. So he has asked the X-Men to help him kill her. But then the Avengers find out that he's going to kill her, and that they want to also be a part of it too, because she had been an Avenger at one point, and they felt like they needed to basically.
And they're for the witch or against the witch? Avengers.
The Avenger, they all realize that she has to die. They all realize she has to die.
12 fucking legendaries from that
Yeah,
one.
she's too OP.
Good job.
She can't control herself.
That's basically the idea behind it. Yes.
At least when she's like unhinged, she can't really control it. When she's like,
Yeah, when she's good.
Lucid.
Like,
when she's actually fucking lucid and like
yeah.
not fucking
So-
face pants.
So she's sitting there at her manor, waiting for her father to return, and she kind of knows what's going to happen. She just doesn't, what is she going to do? Like, this is probably the best for her.
Precog that shit.
And her brother tells her that what she should do is just give them what they want. Just give them what they want. So when everyone shows up to kill her, she does exactly that. She gives them all exactly what they want. So then basically everyone disappears, and then when they all wake up, no one is aware of it because they've all been living this life forever, but they all basically appear in this world that basically is exactly what they all wanted. It is a mutant-controlled world with the government protecting everything. It's run by the mutants and superheroes, mostly mutants. And
I actually have a question for you, Rob, for that verse.
okay,
Because I'm not very knowledgeable in the verse. My knowledge of that verse has mostly been the cartoons and the movies.
yep.
I know I picked this up in a fan fiction, which is why I'm questioning its source and why I want to know whether it's true or not.
Okay,
In the fan fiction, the majority reason why humanity was so against mutants was because there was actually a virus that was infecting the humanity that was a symbiotic virus. It was a hive mind intelligence, but it couldn't infect mutants and therefore saw them as a threat and was trying to wipe them out. is that in any way accurate, or is that just something that was made up in the fan fiction?
I don't think I've ever heard of it.
I don't recognize that.
I don't think I've ever heard of that, but it wouldn't be like completely out of place. Like,
Well, I mean, there
Sounds
was
marvelly.
at one point there was a what episode was that? There was an episode
it
where
was a
like
cartoon.
regular humans, yeah.
There was a
Humans are getting
cartoon
all fucked up.
episode where it was an alien virus that there was that alien. No, you're right, Temps. There is a cartoon episode where there is an alien virus that it takes longer to infect mutants.
And one of them was actually like fully immune. I just can't remember who it was. Holy
Probably
fuck!
Wolverine.
Why you do this?
That guy becomes immune to just about anything.
I almost got whacked by a pumpkin.
Rogue.
But yeah. So basically, everyone got exactly what they wanted. Spider-Man's pretending to be an actual mutant when he's not. Shit like that.
Experiment.
Come on, dude. You got bit by a bug.
Yeah, but that's what the thing is, that no
Stop
one knows he
fucking
got bit
around,
by a bug. He lies and said that
You ain't telling
it was
anybody.
his mutant powers.
Born this way,
Yeah,
man.
Mud King
All of
just
a
says
sudden,
Deadpool.
Since I was a baby.
Not in the TV series. It wasn't
Maybe a
Deadpool
tumor.
that survived it. It was because it was actually just the mutants.
Ah!
I'm trying to remember
Yeah,
who
that
the
might
fuck
have
it
been
was. Because I don't think it was just Wolverine. There was definitely someone else.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Sabretooth, maybe?
No, I
For,
don't think it was.
Richard Martinez.
for some reason, I thought it was one of the telepaths.
Oh, probably
Like-
Frost. 'Cause
No,
she can turn into that
maybe.
diamond body.
But no, I think it was.
No, she was happy.
Hold on a second.
Tasty. They taste like old. Tastes like attic dust, and
Men-
bacon.
Yeah, you're looking it up, Cap.
Cartoon. Virus.
Quite the chin. Did you see Jay Leno recently? He fell down a hill and.
Yeah, you told me about that. I didn't see him.
Oh my god!
I didn't see him, but
and
we
then
made the
apparently
joke.
before that, he was working on an engine and it blew up. This guy's living in like Final Destination, straight up.
No, I remember you telling me about it and me telling you that the way that it
Oh.
sounded was the fact
Fucking
that like,
goddamn telemarketers.
oh yeah,
That's true.
they can suck knobs.
No, right? They are just ruthless. They'll take every last. They don't even care.
But no, anyway, in the mutant the House of M storyline, basically what happens is everyone gets exactly what they wanted. I think like Tony Stark is one of the very few humans that's actually like not a third-rate fucking thing because of the concept that he is so highly intelligent that they classify him as like, you know, a superhuman. So he's allowed to like be, you know, in his position. But anyway, Wolverine wakes up and he gets exactly what he wanted, which is all of his old memories back. Because if you don't know, Wolverine can't remember his past.
Yeah.
So he's literally given his entire past. The problem is that his entire past doesn't add up to the new future he lives in. So that's where he gets confused. And then there's also another person that appears that is never in the comics ever before this. From what I remember reading, she's never in the comics after this. It's rumored that she may have been Scarlet Witch, like what Scarlet Witch wanted.
Mm-hmm.
And she's also another person that can remember everything from the old world. And then basically they group everyone up again and they work together and then they basically go to stop Scarlet Witch. And she went, fine, if you don't want this world, then no more mutants.
Which sucks for Wolverine.
Yeah, that's a bad deal for him.
So yeah, but yeah, no, Wolverine has hooked up with in some of the comic books I've read, not comic books, novel I read once. He hooks up with Mystique. Mystique was passing really weirdly enough. Mystique was jumping between him and Sabretooth.
She likes to fuck.
I mean, she kind of has the world as her oyster.
Yeah.
Well, she has 2 kids minimum.
Moira.
Hey, I know in the cartoon series that Sabretooth Kid
Yep.
is in charge of the Friends of Humanity.
Yep.
But I've also
Imagine
heard that is Sabretooth's son with Mystique.
Correct.
Yep.
Okay, so that was okay.
Now,
I was just I honestly didn't know if that was just
I need to state this right now.
They do blur.
They
the
changed
lines.
a lot of shit in the last 20 years.
Yeah.
So even though that was true then, as time has progressed, it may or may not have changed by now. It's one of the worst things about comics that, like for example, Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver are no longer Magneto's kids.
Oh.
For some reason, Nightcrawler is no longer got the same father and mother that he used to have. His father and mother have changed. His new mother is some fucking random person instead of Mystique. And instead of his father being Azazel, which makes a lot of fucking sense,
Yeah.
it's now Mystique.
Yeah. So I mean, and he can. Oh wait, no, he can't. He can teleport. So.
Yeah, no, it really doesn't make sense. It should have been. It still should have been Mystique
It's like.
and Azazel. It makes a lot of sense. If you
oh
don't
my
know
God.
who Azazel is, there,
Skin
Shape.
color.
Azazel is a
Yeah.
red.
I've heard of him,
He's a red.
but I have no idea who he is.
He's a red Nightcrawler.
Yeah, basically. Same
Given
power.
that would make sense that he would be Nightcrawler's father. With
Same tail.
Mystique as well, the blue skin.
Yeah.
That actually makes logical sense.
Racist. I'm just kidding.
Maybe Nightcrawler in his Omega form.
But he
can
should have been.
actually change
If that
his
was actually
appearance.
true, he should have been purple because you're mixing the color wheel.
Yeah, but you also have to get some credit, some stuff from Mummy, some stuff from Daddy.
Yeah.
But he doesn't
So
tell
you
you.
mix. You
No, no,
mix
no, no,
red and you
no, no,
mix
no, no.
blue.
Can't
you
change
get
his
purple.
form.
Okay, you can't change his. He can't change his form like Mummy. So he has
So
skin
that's
color like
crazy.
Mummy.
Ah, okay. It's a passive constant. Passive constant for mom, and then dad's active. That's cool.
But yeah,
Dude,
like
your eyes, stop looking at me. Robot, Jesus.
you know, they changed a bunch of shit that just
Sick of
like
it.
stuff like that, and I'm just like, why? Like, why do you keep fucking with shit?
The worst part is I remember that episode. Oh yeah, Mystique's
Wow,
all the time.
124s.
I remember the episode that we're thinking of with the virus thing, but
Yeah.
I cannot find it because I can't remember what the stupid episode's called.
Anytime
I'm pretty
I
sure
think
it was a
anytime I
two-parter.
think of virus
something like Quark?
involved with
Looking up a guy named Cork or something like that. Isn't that what the alien was?
Quark.
I don't
no,
remember.
Okay.
unfortunately, anytime I think alien virus when it comes to X-Men, my brain keeps coming back to the technovirus.
Yep.
But there was another
Yeah,
episode where
black
there's the
and-
alien.
Yellow.
Yeah, well, he was black and yellow.
Yeah, there's actually
Yeah.
different. Yeah, there's the little alien guy that's black and yellow that has the
Like,
funky hair.
hey, what's going on, man?
Yeah.
Back in
Spastic and shit.
Black and
Yeah,
yellow.
he was-
He's like a techno. He's
looked-
techno.
Yo, what's going on, dude?
He was a techno like fucking alien species where basically what happens is that
Phalanx Covenant.
they basically are independent beings until they hit like like a certain age. When they hit a certain age, as they become adults, they actually join the hive mind.
So the alien race that is called the Phalanx.
Okay.
They seek to assimilate Earth. Alien warlock allies with Beast Forge and Sinister. Techno-organic race. Alien
man,
assimilate Earth.
name, Mr. Sinister.
Mr. Sinister.
Could have been
Mr.
Mr. Sinister that you think of,
Trying
Gems.
to help.
Mi-
But Magneto
I love
finds
Mr. Sinister.
sees this first in his chance to watch humanity go down until he learns his son Quicksilver has been captured by the Phalanx. So
Is that
yeah,
a root?
it's
Can we have that?
sounds like it's
Nope.
Forge and Sinister. Forge and Sinister
Oh,
synthesize it because it's tech.
Yeah.
Mister.
There's just also like
Albert.
the fact of like also in like some of the comics it's actually indicated that Mr. Sinister is actually Magneto's father, and that Magneto is actually or not Magneto, sorry, Gambit's father, and that Gambit actually is a clone, not an actual
Damn.
like. It's he was supposed. It was supposed to be the
That's wild
concept
as
that
shit. I can't get through there.
Mr. Sinister was supposed to actually he makes himself clones to then take over the clone's body,
Dryden.
so that way he can live forever because he's not an actual mutant. He's a
Don't be mean to me.
genetic.
He's a genetically
Don't
altered
be
being.
mean to me, robot. Don't be mean to me.
Yeah, when it comes to Sinister,
me.
like,
Close
did
my
he
door.
actually legitimately set up the whole Scott Summers Jean Grey
Yes.
relationship?
No,
Hey,
he didn't set it up, but he definitely has been trying to breed them together to the point where he actually
Ew.
makes a being a clone of Jean
Make
Grey.
Cable.
He made it called Madeline Pryor. That he actually kidnaps Jean Grey, replaces her with Madeline, has Madeline have the child, aka Cable, which is what he's actually going to be turning himself into. And then basically, Jean gets free, Madeline goes insane, realizes what she actually is, blah blah blah. Cable gets into the future.
Madeline Pryor.
You know, I would absolutely, completely and utterly be
Prior to-
horrified of being any of their kids, and then having like the teacher going, "Yeah, for next weekend, you need to do your family tree and your family timeline," and the kid just sitting there going like, "Well, fuck, do we have
Yeah.
6 months to figure this shit out?"
Hold
Oh,
on, dude.
It's not too hard.
I'm
Cable's,
gonna need a lot of different color crayons.
Cable,
Yeah, figure out your.
Cable is the
limits.
son of Madeline Pryor and Scott Summers.
And as a clone mummy,
It's Madeline Pryor. That's who Madeline Pryor is.
Oh.
I mean, like, Madeline Pryor and Jean Grey are pretty much on the same, like, they would be joined with, like, a special squiggly line.
Oh, they're sisters, yes. Just like Wolverine and X-23. Or theoretically, brother and sister.
Okay, I'm trying to, deal with Mayor for a day.
Okay.
No, do you need some help?
I don't know. I'm at the computer in the mayor's
You-
office.
Okay, let me refresh. Let me rephrase. Do you want help?
Is the
If
mayor
you guys
being
want to, I mean,
a dildo?
do I contact branches, remove some? What the hell do I do? Yeah, Mad King. That's pretty much it.
But yeah, no, yeah, X-23 and Wolverine are theoretically siblings.
Which is really entertaining when you think about it because, what's his name? Draven? Wolverine's technical son?
Deacon?
Draken? Deacon.
Draken? I don't know. Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. Technically, his aunt is, like, younger than him and just as messed up.
But yeah, Wolverine has at least one son. Also, as a Wolverine genetic trait, all Wolverines and their genetic things have 3 claws. They don't have to be in the exact same spot, but all of them have 3 claws.
Oh, looks like somebody's nuking the Fisher site.
Somebody?
Please exit the area at your
Yeah.
earliest convenience.
Somebody?
Thank you for your call.
I'm sorry,
I
did you
didn't
not
see a
see
name.
it? Oh, okay, it was mud.
Oh, yeah. No, I hadn't seen the name that popped up.
That's fine.
'Cause
That's why I thought you did, so that's why I was like...
I didn't catch the notification fast enough.
That's why I was making the joke. I'm like, somebody?
Somebody stop me.
You're gonna nuke the place. Okay, well, I'm gonna go park myself at the bunker.
But yeah, no, Wolverine has his 3 of his upper hand. X-23 has 2 out of her upper hand and 1 out of her foot.
Out of the heel, right? No, it's between the toes.
It's between the big toe.
You see
Her
that?
big toe and her.
That's the part that screws with me, is because my brain goes X-23 is the one that was from the movies,
Yes, she
Yeah.
was.
which is her fingernails turned into her claws.
Nope, that's not
No,
X-23. That's
That's Yuriko.
that's Yuriko.
Lady Deathstrike. Yeah, Lady Deathstrike.
Oh, that was X-23.
Nope. No, that's the adult woman that does that. That's Lady Deathstrike, Yuriko. It was actually his.
Wolverine's ex-lover.
Yeah.
Or at least one of them. One that Sabretooth didn't kill. Which means that he also didn't kill the one that birthed Draken or Draven or whatever the hell his name is. 2 women got away!
But yeah, she's in the cartoon. Lady Deathstrike's in the cartoon. She's with she's part techno.
I thought she was X-23. Not.
No,
I didn't know she wasn't.
no. X-23's in Logan.
Yeah.
So if you ever watched Logan, she's in that one. She's also in Wolverine, Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah. Should I go and hang out with you guys over there, or should I just continue with what I'm doing?
It's up to you if you want to come.
Nuke's gonna be dropping. We're just clearing shit out at the moment.
Okay, well, I'm gonna fast travel and go to the bathroom.
Ooh, pretty. Bye, bitch. Yeah, and you've gotten out of the ground. I'm already shooting you.
Okay, I have to read some thing here. Give me a second. My nephew, I wonder if it's... I'm gonna have to ask that. Can't spell a word. Hey, let's go with that. That's, I know it's not great word, really, but it's close enough.
Oh, look.
I'm asking, my nephew had to go to the hospital, so I'm asking a question about it. He's fine, just keep in mind, he's all fine. He's just, They're trying to figure out what happened to him. Apparently, he he passed out weirdly. So they're just making sure he's
blood pressure, maybe.
That's what they're checking. Everything like that.
Scuttle. Scuttle, scuttle.
So I'm just asking if there's a possibility that he had a waking seizure. Because that popped in my brain.
Whee!
My mom wants me and you to take a picture of each other or some shit like that. I'll talk to her about it. I'll let you read what she said and then go from there. Apparently she wants to show my grandfather us and something.
Hi, you seen us in person?
Apparently he may not remember.
Mm. I remember his comment.
No?
Oh. Can't remember if it was her. Or him, or her. One. Because that was when when we drove down there, and I got, to make sure that I stayed awake, I had an energy drink. And they made a comment about my energy drink and, like, linked it to some weird political thing. I'm like, okay. That is not what that's for. Oh, she landed. Fancy that.
Did she? She didn't land for me. Oh no, she did. Never mind.
There's Jupiter out of Discord.
Yeah, he left the thing too. I was gonna say I hadn't heard him in a while, so I was pretty sure he was done. I'll have to talk to him tomorrow, but when he's done, which is fine. Could he just like let us know?
Yeah, if you're not in a party, Mud, go ahead and join us.
Huh.
Damn.
That didn't let me loot that.
Get back here.
Huh. That's not great. I'm not being able to loot things. Oh, jeez.
Interesting. Inside his ear is a inside their ear is a super critical location. You do about another 50% damage.
Well, I feel like the only way that you would know that is because somebody was cryoing the shit out of her.
Yes.
I really hate
Very
that I can't loot anything.
Server desync?
No, it's just the nearby thing is not working.
Yeah.
It's just not showing up that X?
No, I have it.
Off of its view for a little bit. And
I
then
have
go
it.
back to it, and it should bring it back up.
What's happening is that I have it. Problem is, when I press collect all, it wasn't collecting all. It just fixed.
Oh.
So you have to. What you have to do is, if it does that 2 times, collect some stuff, and then collect all afterwards.
Yeah, it just forces an update.
I hate this place for the sheer fact that I fall into the cracks.
Yep.
Excuse me, ma'am. I want to go to Moonshine Jamboree. So you can hurry up and just fucking get down here and die? bitch is not gonna die.
We'd like to talk to you about your vehicle's extended warranty.
Can you? My mom said, just so you're aware, can you do a favor and take a picture of you and your wife, send it to me by Friday night? So it's to help my dad remember.
Okay.
In other words, she's sending off the picture to a hitman. These are the two fuckers.
If my mom really was wanting to get me killed, she lives on the street.
I was saying your grandfather.
My grandfather probably doesn't need to remember who I am to get me killed.
Shoot her!
Mostly because I don't think my grandfather would give a fuck. Plus, my grandfather doesn't even probably remember my name. For apparently the longest time, he would just call all of his kids, "Hey, you."
Yeah, it's descriptive and it works.
Not when all three of them are standing right there and you go, "Hey, you."
I don't
That's
know.
why you go, hey, use.
No, he only wanted the one kid.
Multiples.
He went, "Hey, you, get me this." And they'll just look at each other and goes, "You know what I'm talking to?"
Yeah, that's code for sort it out amongst yourselves. I don't give a shit who you does it.
That's pretty much, but...
How she was staying up in the air, I will never know.
Because she's kind of cryoed into... Even gravity has been cryoed into, like, ow.
Bitch! Just stay put.
Just die already.
Okay, yeah, I'm done with this bitch. She's hurt my feelings. She has made me miss Moonshine Jamboree. Well, not quite yet, but she's going to be making me miss Moonshine Jamboree. Pumpkin! You know your fucking place!
It's a mutated one, too.
I know. Bitch is pissing me off. There are eight people here. There's one person there. Oh, bitch is all the way over there. Come on.
Oh, crap.
Come on, bitch. Just walk out for the crater.
Her crater, not the little hole stamps. You fall in her crater, you die instantly. Look, I'm standing right here. I'm tasty. Come eat me. Yes! Come for me, bitch. Oh, you're a little off, but I'll come to you. I'll take the rest of the steps. I will commit. I'll commit to this relationship. Come here. Eat me. Eat me. Eat me. You put me in your mouth. Chew. You don't have to go anywhere else. I will just stay here with you. You and me can just hang out. Your friends can attack me. I can attack you. These random people that Why'd you leave me?
I'm afraid of commitment.
Come on!
I think the problem is that not everyone's shooting her right now. Because they were expecting her to leave. And usually you don't shoot her while she's in the air.
Shoot, all time.
You gotta shoot her while she's in the air. That's how you get her to come down.
No, sometimes she has to come down. I want to be in this relationship still. Don't leave me. I'll be a good boy, I promise.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep up with the long distance communication. I keep sending my love, but she keeps running away.
Need to
Hate it when they play hard to get. So, just a curiosity question. How much chloroform do you think it would take to put her out?
I don't think there's enough to put her out.
Industrial sized, like,
I think she's immune to chloroform. Also, really weird thing. From what I understand about chloroform, is actually it's a lot longer than the movie show.
Oh yeah.
Jamboree!
I'm fat.
Ah, fuck. I am too.
I'm running to this tent.
Yep.
Good enough. I threw shit in there. Ten seconds before I'm at Jamboree. 6 seconds before at Jamboree.
Go, go, go!
Wow. Hey, cutie.
You. Why do you come over here? Why don't you go see Dad? Hmm? Your Faja. Num num num. Num num num.
Well, it's still active.
What's that?
I'm just fast traveling.
Oh. I don't like the fact that I'm cryoed.
Yeah, these guys cryo you. Their love touch is cryo.
Yeah, we killed the queen and we booked off at that point.
Where the
It sounds like a design flaw to me.
shit? Let me in! Let me in! Barn.
They all look so light and useless for anything other than moonshine.
Hi, Lila. Hi.
I can see nothing but gulpers. I was gonna say newts, but I said gnats, and I meant to say gulpers. There's ones behind Kim's.
Yeah, I was trying to turn around. That's the issue. When they freeze me, it takes me a bit to turn around. Do we not have we not delivered anything yet?
No. It's
Okay.
like wave 2.
Just gonna collect some venom.
Well done!
Apparently, I only had 6 on me.
I can't say that for many of the moonshiners who come through here. Keep filling it with venom now. Your mother would be proud.
My friend was playing this with me, and he's like, my mother would actually be very disappointed in me. She hates moonshine. Boom, baby.
Keep up the fine work. Well, you don't see angry, sizable salamanders do that every day.
Yeah, we do. We're doing this pretty much every time it pops up, which is at least once a day.
Yeah, well, I need the raider.
Reppy?
Yeah, the raider rep.
The Raider reputation? The repitude?
We've got just enough venom to make a batch, and there's still plenty of room in the town. Let's see how much more we can collect. Is there any reason why you're
You've done this one 5 times today? Yeesh.
Man, someone's an alcoholic. In game. I'm not actually going to judge you in your actual life, real life, just in game.
Just pound back a bunch of candy.
so good for making moonshine? Need I say more?
Yes, say all the things. Say what you really think.
Making moonshine. Need I say more?
Tam's just standing in the jank. Why? I just hear Tammy's character, ow, 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 ow. I look over and she's just standing in jank.
It wasn't really hurting that much.
Brags a lot now. Not only was she standing in jank, she's bragging about standing in jank. Man, I'm making so much caps off this one. That's crazy.
Yippers.
It's being decent, Paul.
Goddamn, I keep eating food I'm not supposed to be eating.
I can't believe my eyes. If I had tear ducts, I would cry at a moment like this. Such a wonderful moonshine jamboree.
I hate the fact that there's like so many reputation levels.
Yeah, it was a pain in the ass to get to the max.
I should probably like go through my cards because you said some of them got updated.
No,
Or they
not yet.
are gonna get updated.
They're gonna get updated tomorrow.
Today is your last chance of gathering anything you want off the scoreboard. It all resets tomorrow. Which means tomorrow, I think I'm going to come online and start whatever the new scoreboard is.
Yeah, I know that I'm already gonna be on tomorrow after me and Jupiter are done with the one game. Green Hell. We're gonna play Green Hell for a little
and
bit.
Rob, yes, I did select after typing survival. It is not the kind of game I'm normally going to be able to do, but you suggested it. It got higher marks, so it gets done.
I suggested it after Tammy. We watched the guy play it, and I went, Jay would hate this game. It'd be funny to watch him play it, though. That's literally what we stated.
I mean,
You're not wrong.
it does look like a cool game, but we didn't really think it was your forte, so we're just like how he suggested.
Yeah, the other one that Tammy suggested in podcast. Yeah.
Sorry, suggested what?
She suggested a game in podcast.
If she did, I didn't hear it.
It was called Ghoul.
Don't remember that one. I didn't catch that.
Yeah, she posted it before Chris posted his that he'll be unable to record on Wednesday. She said she found it interesting called Dalmir. It's another game that it would be interesting to watch you play, but for a different reason, and you would not want to play it.
To be honest, I thought it was more of a Chris game.
Chris would love the game.
So probably a horror.
Oh, it's what you are is you're a man. Oh, I'm guessing a man, but who has to fix up dolls.
Oh, okay. I think you're. I think I watched Thorlar play that at some point. You got to fix those, check them for anomalies, pull specific ones off if they meet criteria, stuff like that.
I don't know. We just literally saw it short where the guy was like, he grabbed it all. He's like, oh, this one has an eye. It's missing. I need to replace its eye. He brought it back, put it on the table. After putting it on the table, it disappeared. And he had to go find it again. He grabbed it, put it in a box, and was like, brought it to a furnace and just burnt it.
Yep. I've seen that game. I could play it, and I honestly don't think it would bother me. I didn't see anything really scary in that.
The one that the doll disappeared, which is the part of the scary part.
No, I never really saw anything when I watched it. I never really saw anything that was threatening. So I could probably play it, but the game doesn't interest me in its base. So
side note, just because this is side note. The discussion we had about 7 days.
7 days.
Yes.
Basically how I was going to make it work, or how I was intending it, is if I can join your game, which we'll be testing on Friday probably. I'll just quickly see if I can even join. If I can't, then everything is kind of irrelevant. But basically, just if I can join, I'm just going to join. I'm not going to join your team. I'm just going to wander around. I'm just going to be a little hobo who's literally just, doing whatever he wants to do. I'll make myself a little base somewhere. Not a big deal. I won't fuck with you guys because that was never the intention. Literally, the reason I was asking about everything about the loot dropping and the shit like that was because I was wondering what was going to happen if you guys killed me.
No, you should. Theoretically speaking, you should keep all your loot. Once you die, you should keep all your loot, all your equipment, everything.
Yep. Which just means that that'll be fine. I just when I die, or if I die, sorry, from one of you guys, nothing happens, so it doesn't really fucking matter. And then yeah, I was gonna leave your guys' base alone and.
My question would be: what are you gonna do during Horde nights?
Either run around screaming, or I won't be on.
The reason why I asked that is because you being online will increase the difficulty of Horde night.
Yep.
Oh,
And
cool.
they will come after you and try to kill you.
Yep.
Yeah, like the damage, the claim chunks for player versus player. The sheer height of HP modifier that I gave everything, you shouldn't have to worry about us at all. If it even works.
Yeah, like I said, it was just the concept
that being said, I am usually running with Twitch integration going.
Yep, that's fine.
So that if it does work, yeah, people.
Yep. No, I'm probably
like Chris fucking with you and everything else like this is a very high possibility.
Oh, that's fine. That's I already knew you had Twitch integration. I already knew all that was active. So if I could actually join, the whole concept is that I'm just going to be doing my own thing, and if I die, I'm fine with dying. I'm just if you guys kill me, I really don't give a fuck. It would just don't fuck with my base.
Yeah, we'd probably ask where your base is just so we know.
I'm not even gonna tell you. That's the whole point of this. I'm not gonna tell you where my base is. You'll notice my base. It's not like you're just gonna run across like this area and go, "Oh wow, this is a cool loot," and just start taking loot. It'll be weird to see people having boxes, like actual boxes with names and stuff.
Fair enough.
Didn't want to phase you away.
So the idea behind it was just I always wanted to do a campaign like this, or a thing like this, where basically I'm just playing my game as like a hobo who, like, if he sees people, he just like hides from them. He's doing his own little shit. And because you guys already have a pre-established thing going, it's easier to do it then than just to, you know, I'm the only one that gets quote unquote screwed over by not joining your team.
Thanks, Monkey.
Yeah, I have no problem with it. I will definitely make sure I discuss it with the others, because if they have an issue with it, well,
It'd be weird.
who the hell knows with some people.
I understand. I'm just saying it would be weird if they had a problem with it. Because
I honestly don't think it will be an issue, but it's still one of those things where it's
because
heads up type deal.
Yep. No, you telling them that's fine. It's just like I said. I don't see whether it'd be too much of an issue because, like, legitimately, I have no interest in hurting you guys. Like, I literally, the worst that will actually happen is that you guys will be doing something, and I'll just like, you know, come outside where you guys are like fighting zombies and honk my horn and then drive away. I can't steal your guys' bikes or whatever you guys are driving. Because usually, at least with me, I always put a lock on my vehicle because then your friends don't accidentally jump on them.
Okay, back to what I was trying to do.
I don't know if that's what you guys do too.
No, we generally leave everything unlocked.
Oh, do you? Okay. Okay, I'll just remember not to accidentally take your guys' shit. Because that's the only way that would have... or purposely take your guys' shit, ride around in a circle and get it off of it. But I may not even do that because then it confuses you guys when you come out because it's not yours anymore. And that exactly what I just said is probably the exact reason I won't do it.
Or the fact we're running from a horde trying to get to our cars so we can get the fuck out of here, and then all of a sudden, what the fuck?
Oh, see, no, seriously, if I'm... Like, let's say you guys have the truck. I don't know what you guys have as a vehicle.
We have 4x4s now.
Okay, so you guys do have the truck. Basically, if I were to be a real, you know, like, joking around about this, and, like, you know, it was easier to fix the problem afterwards, I would literally steal your truck and park it just so, like, still within eyesight, but just somewhere slightly different. So when you came out, you knew I was there and I'm fucking with you, but that was to be it. But I also know
you're using T51 or T52Bs.
T51B. There is no T52, as far as I'm aware.
I just got the T51B jetpack mod schematic.
Cool. I do have a piece that has a jetpack on it. I just don't use it very often.
Okay, did you want the schematic?
I don't know. I might even have it already. I don't know. I know nothing.
Okay.
Nothing.
I just spotted it. I figured I'd ask.
For sure. Okay. Continuing on. Yes, bud.
But yeah, no, like I said, the only problem with that, what I was just joking around about, is that when you walk out, if I am correct, when you walk out and go look at your vehicle, if I've done something like that, it doesn't show it as your vehicle anymore.
Well, here's the thing. If it's not your vehicle, you can't pick it up, which means that you won't be able to reassign ownership. As far as I know, if it's not your vehicle, you have a very limited what you can interact with it.
No, that's only if you lock it. Because theoretically, I can make a vehicle for someone and put it down. And then theoretically, it could be their vehicle.
No.
Yeah, because Tammy...
I could very well be wrong. But I know one of the reasons why that for anytime I make vehicles or stuff like that for others is I put them in a chest and let them get them, is because it opens up a lot more options for them, because they have very limited capabilities otherwise.
Well, Tammy's
Savage
legitimately.
strike, deadly armor piercing attacks, toxic blood, poison hazard dropped on death, Valerie Galleria.
Tammy has literally picked up my bike and put it down again.
Somehow.
Even when it was locked. That was the weird part. It was locked at the time. And she was still able to do it.
Were you in the same team?
Yes, but you're not supposed to be able to even pick up
the permissions are team-based, not individual-based.
No, because they can't ride my bike. Because I've locked it.
Yeah. Yeah, it was just... It was weird that I was even able to pick it up, so... And I put it down, and then he just jumped on it and drove off, which is fine. It's his bike. I don't care.
I know you can't pick up a bike
fuck
when
it.
it has...
It's been a long time since I did daily op. I think I'll go pop in with Bud.
I know you can't, I have no junk. Yeah, okay, fair enough. I know you can't, ride it when it's locked.
Cool, I found a little model. Little, model that I put out on display, maybe?
But nonetheless, the whole point is that I'm not going to hinder you guys or damage you guys. The whole point of the...
You're basically looking around for a server just to screw around on.
And I could just do it on my own server, but the idea was the fact that if you guys are already playing, I would just pop on, do some stuff, pop off.
Where's the safe? Where's the computer for this guy? It's in a... Oh. That threw me for a loop. I was like, oh, who the fuck else is here? And then, yeah, it's a super mutant. Oop, oop. Oop.
The other thing I was going to say is that I'm not even going to join you guys' chat.
Okay. No, it's I personally don't see any issues with it, but of course it's all going to depend entirely upon you actually being able to. But
Yeah.
I can on the one side I don't see any issues why it wouldn't work, but on the same side is I can also see reasons why it potentially couldn't.
Yep.
Just not very good ones.
Whee. Is it even here? Or am I just
Okay, what did my sister say?
running around like a crazy person? No, it's way up there. Here I was, I thought I was close to it. Not a chance. It was easily like quarter of a kilometer away. Not more.
Well, that sucks for my nephew.
No problem.
Oh, the reason he actually had his little thing earlier. Apparently, according to what my sister's saying, is a odd thing that happens with certain teenagers, but it's common. And it's because he's too tall.
Too tall,
What,
and
did his body not make enough blood?
Yeah, basically.
his body can't pump the blood to where it needs to go as quick as it has to.
His heart's not big enough for his body yet.
Oh,
So he just
I didn't
basically...
even know that was a thing.
Yep.
I don't know whether that's hilarious or just sad.
He needs to be the Grinch. He needs to get his heart, increase a couple sizes.
And apparently that my mom just pointed out maybe that's why he's so tired all the time.
That would do it. If everything's operating faster and harder, he would get tired more. Especially since when we'd be laying down, it'd be easier for his body to pump the blood.
But yeah, no, my mom, he's been having problems sleeping and stuff like that. My mom brought up that maybe it's one of the reasons that he's having problems sleeping. Oh shit! Because he's always so tired. But yeah. The other thing is the fact that so for the future he has to slowly sit up, and he has to lay down to sit. Then like when he's laying down, he has to go from his laying down position to a sitting position to a standing position. He can't go from laying down straight to standing up. But yeah, no, basically that's before she even said it, she explained what it was, and I was like, I read the little description of it, and I was like, oh, so his heart's not big enough yet. And that's exactly what she said afterwards. As his heart grows, it will, to his height, aka when his heart just grows, he'll be fine. But until then, he has to be careful. I said I feel bad for him. Like, I'm really, serious. That sucks.
Okay, I gotta go to Maya. Turn the tape. I was gonna say, it probably didn't help when we were over there last time.
We
you-
beat the daily freaking op by 15 seconds to get the best time.
Nice.
And that was just me and Mud. This one's actually really easy, so if you need to do daily op for whatever reason, yeah. GG, Mud. GG! You got the helmet you've been after for how long now? Freaking ever.
to.
I got a plan for a medical malpractice.
Sounds entertaining.
You've been going after that helmet for 3 months, and we got it for you today. GG.
It was like when Rob found a T-51B arm, left arm, because that's what he didn't have for like the longest time for me.
Yeah, it's something stupid, it's something simple, but you finally found it, and then you just get all excited because of it.
Mm-hmm. It was like when we were, for whatever reason, I can't remember what we got onto the topic for, but I was like, there was a game where you had like a police style under your arm holster, so it was like a harness holster.
A shoulder holster.
Yes.
Yeah, but inside the holster part of it was a banana. And I was like, fuck, I can totally picture this thing. Like, what the fuck? What game was it? It was multiplayer. And we were like, Rob and I are trying to like figure this out. And it wasn't until like hours later,
She's
as we
brushing
were
her
getting ready for
fucking
bed,
teeth.
brushing my teeth, and I'm like, oh my god, it was Sunset Overdrive. And then I like found the picture and I like snapshot it. I'm like, look, I'm not crazy.
Well,
I remember.
okay, Campfire Tales. Run off to that one. I need to go find more ads.
Well, in about 16 minutes, I'm going to do the one mutate event.
There's one game. They keep trying to remember what the fuck the game is, and I can never remember it. But it's you got what are dragon genes, and you could mix and match them in order to power up one character that's in your party.
Mm-hmm.
And it was, and the way the character transformed into dragon, the dragon kept changing depending on what genes you had, the way it looked and everything. And I remember loving that game, and I just can't for life of me remember anything about it anymore. I think the character's name was Ryu for dragon, and I think there was some sort of tiger character as another character, but I'm not certain. I've been looking for that for fucking years, off and on, and I haven't been able to find it.
Ryu and what?
I don't know what the tiger character's name is. It was some sort of anthropomorphic tiger, a humanoid tiger-looking person. I mainly remember the cat, the tiger style tail.
I'm getting eaten by mosquitoes. It's summer all over again.
Ryu, the invincible dragon?
It helps any. It was a PS1 era game, I think. It's either PS1 or very early on PS2.
I was gonna say Breath of Fire 3, but who the fuck knows? I'm getting eaten by mosquitoes. I know, now I'm getting eaten by
Getting
ticks.
mosquitoes by eating.
you, bugs.
Is it a fighting game?
It was an RPG.
Okay.
Do you remember if it was turn-based, if it was 3D or 2D?
It's 2D. I think it was turn-based. Yeah, because there was a team and you controlled multiple characters.
Oh yeah, I'm really thinking it's Breath of Fire 3. Ryu is a human with the ability to transform into powerful dragons, an ability he does not fully understand but pieces together as the time goes on. He is accompanied on his quest by several other playable characters, including Nina, a winged princess of the Kingdom of Windia, and a powerful magician, Rei, R-E-I, member of the cat-like Warren tribe, and skilled thief. Tipo, an orphaned rogue and longtime friend of Rei, no memory of his past. Momo, daughter of a famous engineer and inventor. And Gar, an experienced warrior and member of the group known as the Guardians, who serve the goddess Mira. And then the last person is Pico, an onion-like creature.
Don't remember the onion-like creature, but does Ryu use dragon genes to change his transform?
Ryu, a preserved baby dragon unearthed by miners, inadvertently shifts into a young blue-haired boy and is taken by wandering thieves. Blah. Because it is a Japanese role-playing 3D turn-based.
So that's Breath of Fire 3. Okay, I'll have to look into that one.
Yeah.
Or just try Breath of... is it all of them?
No, this one in particular is Breath of Fire 3.
Okay.
And it was on the PlayStation.
What is Breath of Wild? You said Breath of Wild?
Breath of Fire.
Fire. Okay, sorry. Breath of Fire.
Fire.
Breath of Fire. What's 1 and 2 about?
I don't know. I don't have those ones up.
As far as I know, the Breath of Fire series is similar to the Final Fantasy series, where they're all happening on vastly different worlds.
I hate this place.
Series Breath of Fire. Series has recurring characters and ambiguous continuity. The names of the two lead characters are usually always Ryu and Nina. Commonly involves Ryu. Name usually is changeable, who can shapeshift into different types of dragons. He befriends Nina, a girl with wings. So yeah.
So if it's not that one, maybe one of the other ones is what we just...
Yeah. Just the first one, the first Breath of Fire was the Super NES. Same with the second one. And then it moved over to PlayStation for 3 and 4.
Okay.
Technically number 5 was the PS2. And then they have a 6, but it's only for Windows and Android.
Okay. So it's what? So 3 and 4? It could have been either one of those, Jay?
Yeah, I'm just looking it up now.
Fuck, I hate this place. Okay, I'm out of here. I'm fucking caring more. I hate this fucking place. I know it's right here. No, but there's one of them that's right here. Yeah, no, this won't. Fuck off. Fucking hate this place.
The little scout camp.
Hmm?
Or somewhere else.
Oh, somewhere. It's the fucking enclave.
Eh.
Yeah, their underground area is a pain in the ass.
Need a can opener to get out of that? Fuck yourself.
Need a can opener to get out of this fucking goddamn place.
Hey, do you want me to shove my can opener up your ass? What? I call my foot, motherfucker.
Hey, you guys are assholes.
Yes, and
No, Steam. They put the Breath of Fire 3 soundtrack on Steam, not the game. That is just them being an asshole.
Still working on getting the mayor of the day, or for the day.
Right. I need to kill these Morats.
I should be near the end, because I just have to bring the thing to the AI. The virus. To the AI.
Yeah, you're probably going to want us to come join you at that point.
Well, that's where I'm heading.
Okay, Mud, I'm going to go... Oh, geez, server just died.
Yay!
I'm going to fast travel to Panda because she's doing mayor for the day and she's going to need the help. Because you remember what kind of chaos happens when you're putting in that password.
I don't remember the password. Grab a piece of paper.
the password's
Grab a piece of
password.
paper. I did pick up the
I'm
thing.
not fast traveling. Fast traveling is instantaneous. This takes a while. I am merely downtiming the long walk.
I've never thought about fast travel and being instantaneous. Because that would be like teleportation.
Are you already upstairs?
No. Nope. Oh, it's invaders. Space invaders.
Looking good.
Thanks. Walking advertisement.
Mud's just kind of hanging out.
That's fine. I was just typing the password into my chat.
It usually will tell you, like when you go to do the thing. It usually gives you the password. They're not usually assholes.
Yeah, it's on a piece of paper.
Ah.
No, it's like
Oh, that sucks. Sorry to hear that your game crashed there, Mud.
it's because he was cheating. He was flying.
Yep.
Oh shit. We may not be able to play later on tonight. We might not be able to play this past midnight because I'm betting they're going to shut the servers down to do all the maintenance and updates.
I know it said something about it at the beginning. Which could be in the morning, though. Because that's what they did last time, was like, they usually try getting it so it's up and running by about
By the standard
like
reset.
9 in the morning. So yeah, they usually shut it down around like Like, depending on how long they're going to do it for, like 6 in the morning or something like that.
Not remember how to get up to the next level. It's over here. Maybe over here.
Watoga's Municipal Center welcomes you to a future of democracy.
Yeah, right here.
Our automated staff would be
Doop, doop.
happy to assist you to.
Yeah, I'm glad I was able to help you out with that. And I just decided to go to there because just for shits and gigs. Because it'd been a long time and that one didn't look too terrible, so.
Excuse me, sir. This bathroom is off limits.
Are you both coming up, or?
Just trying to figure out where. Ah, there it is.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to March for this game.
Yeah.
Going to be an entirely new character.
Yep. Need help getting up here, or did you find your way up here, Rob?
I think he just passed me.
Yeah.
Hey. Doop, doop.
I was opening up a door and
Ah.
well,
Heart of the swamp.
James, I think I'm gonna leave you real fucking quick. Nah, because I want to do the mutated event. Although that mutated event does not last long.
No, that one's a really fast one.
If you guys want, we can go do that, then come back to this.
Well, after this, I'm logging off, so you can go back to it, or you can wait till next week to do your.
I will
Mayor.
quite happily stay on. I'll quite happily help you with the mayor the day after this event there, Tammy, if you want to stay on for it.
No, it's fine. We'll just do the event and then jump off.
I'm gonna give my white this stuffing.
You didn't want it?
Oh, I remember telling you that it was like a little spicy,
It was peppery.
and I wanted to let you taste it a little, and then I forgot to give you some. So. Oh, you're camouflage. Oh no, this is gonna be so hard. Shoot the heart! Shoot her! Jurassic Park reference. Because anyone was wondering what the fuck was going on about there. Hello? I had sexual relations with your father. If this upsets you, come attack me. If this doesn't upset you, your mother watched and gave me tips. If this still doesn't upset you, your grandmother on your mother's side also watched.
I thought you were gonna say you're grounded. I'm like,
Well, you know, theoretically, if this doesn't upset you after that, you are grounded. Your parents and your grandmother have both confirmed this. And if you're an adult, I'm gonna tell you right now. You're disowned. Also, you're gonna have to call me Grandma from now on. Or in whatever language you would like to call me your grandmother. Nana, Gigi,
Cookie. Cookie is a popular one. Cook 'em. Ooh. Open sesame. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Shoot, shoot,
Shoot, shoot, shoot, shoot, shoot, shoot, shoot, shoot, shoot.
Choo 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 choo.
Strangler's dead.
The grafting monster.
now why you gotta beat up your grandmother like that? Huh? Crafty?
Can't tell if he's shooting or if he's attacking me or someone else.
Crafty boy. Come give Grandma a kiss. That's not Grandma. I'm Grandma. Remember. Give me a goddamn kiss, you little twat! Thank you.
Really? You found an alien?
I swear I have my paperwork. Oh, I'm going home. Or they find out that I'm the alien.
Koshika. That's not what I wanted, but the effect was still there.
Oh, have you ever heard about cranberry spiders?
So that
There's a
just
reason why I won't do
confirms-
that job.
That confirms that he should do that job. And by the way, the cranberry spiders that the spiders that normally hang around the cranberries are these cute little ones that, just don't really do a whole lot, like, to humans anyway. But as a natural pesticide, they actually put wolf spiders in and around the cranberry plants. And then, when they go to harvest them, they just flood the field. And then the wolf spiders just want to not be in the fucking water, and guess who's in the water and is tall?
I know. There's a reason for the shutter.
Let me deposit my moonshine into my fermenter.
Yeah, I should probably do the same.
Okay, I
Why are you?
need
I put you in purple.
a few more
Are you in
mole
purple?
rats.
That was weird.
Got a couple of places I can go for them. Oh,
Yeah,
right.
Rob, did you look at my
I'll pop immediately. Come over to you. Sorry, I completely forgot.
Where'd they go? Is it under junk? Got a little model.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I can make those and like stuff like that. So
I just never actually came across like an actual model to pick up. I was like, I didn't want to scrap it.
No, with the mutated event took precedence, and Undead and Panda are pretty much done for the day. They need to shut off between 10 and 10:30 at the absolute latest. So, yeah, they're
yeah, she has to go to work.
they're done.
I have human things in daytime. Not that I want to do human things. They're the worst. Although I wasn't alone.
You're in the
today.
municipal center.
Oh,
Are you actually inside or just upstairs?
your previous gen?
Yeah. Yeah.
I got the plans for the
Inside.
skeleton costume
Nice. That's awesome.
and the ski blade. Blade, ski blades. Part of it. The ski sword skate blades.
I have 4 things to give you, Rob.
Okay, I'm right here. Where are you?
I'm at my base, so
Okay, do you want me to come to you or are you coming to me?
I'm already on my way.
Good.
Coca-Cola. Drop, 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 and drop.
These are all just sell?
Yep, I already know them.
Okay.
So unless you don't know them, of course.
Oh, yeah, so, but I was just making sure. That's why I was asking about the sell thing. Okay, well,
Okay, you're definitely inside the emergency services, aren't you?
if you guys want to check us out on YouTube or on Twitch, you can check us out under our respective usernames. For myself, it's the Relentless Undead. For Tammy, it is Tamapanda. And for Jay, it is Zeofate. And then also Bryant was here, and he's Captain Jupiter Show. If you want, we also have a community Discord if you want to check it out. Should be linked below. Lastly, me and Tammy have been posting videos on TikTok, mostly just our shorts from
There we go.
YouTube. So if you want to check that out, it should be under the usernames I previously gave you. I do hope everyone enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.